Akademiks can't ride no wave.
Them niggas just got the bag and dipped. Anyway. All right, cool. The next thing I definitely want to touch on, my man Kanye West, after pushing his album back, has dropped a lengthy apology. He wants to apologize for his behavior of recent times, and I've always said that if it was one person who could go bad on an entire community and then apologize, and we would forgive him, it is Kanye West. Some people said that he wouldn't ever apologize. I actually thought that, he would kind of backtrack, maybe not full on apologize, but even if he ever did, I just thought that he's so great of an artist and just a unique individual. And I always tell people when watching or even, applauding some of Kanye's actions, remember that it won't work for you. Like, you can't do the same shit, right? He dropped this, post. I do have the translation. In the post that's translated, he said, I sincerely apologize to the Jewish community for any unintended outbursts caused by my words or actions. It was not my intention to hurt or demean, and I deeply regret any pain I may have caused. I am committed to starting with myself and learning from this experience to ensure greater sensitivity and understanding more in the future. Your forgiveness is important to me, and I am committed to making amends and promoting unity. I'm going to be honest, until Kanye West says this out of his own mouth, I not believe in this shit at all. Like, I've never seen Kanye West this contrite, apologetic, this almost, I don't want to say necessarily tamed, but someone who's not going off the hinge. So if he's writing a post, I'm not believing it, even though some could say the same way he offended initially the Jewish community with a post, albeit it was on Instagram, he should be able to apologize via the same medium or via a medium on social media as he is on Instagram. However, I do think that, man, everything he said so far or since then, when there was a microphone in front of him, he had opportunities to apologize, and he never did. He always doubled down, and he was pretty arrogant in his, doubling down. And so I would have to see him actually expound on why he now feels this way, because if we're supposed to just accept that he just posts this up and he's apologetic, we know Kanye is going to take 48 hours and then you're going to be back to the same shit. So I got to hear Kanye West at least say something about this, okay? Somebody says, what? Somebody said, Ye did not post that, trust me. I do believe that what's probably came to Kanye West's attention is that despite him being a billionaire or maybe a former billionaire, despite all the power and resources he had or did have, these days things have become incredibly hard for him to do because he's fighting with so much of the stigma that has came about because of some of this anti-Semitic label and some of the rhetoric that he at first did not want to apologize for. For example, let's go back to here.
Why I'm talking, baby? Drake, I love you. I'm going to get the tattoo. But any of y'all...
Let's be very clear, and I don't want to play that whole thing because we've kind of played it to death before. But when Kanye West was supposed to be having the Vultures release party at some place, and it was supposed to be done in Kanye West fashion in a grand way, supposed to look big, this and third, what he was left to do, because that was also canceled last minute, according to him, but he was left in an Airbnb giving a goddamn speech with a bunch of people around him, including a bunch of chicks on Zeus that be fighting all the time. And with all due respect, I think Kanye West has realized that no matter how much he would like to fight certain plight, maybe because of his ego or maybe he really believes that, he's at a place where my nigga couldn't even get a goddamn stadium or couldn't get an arena or couldn't get a venue to hold his release party in. They're not fucking with him. My nigga was giving out rants on Instagram Live in an Airbnb. That's just not how the greatest or one of the greatest musicians of all time should be, forced to disseminate their message. And I think this might have been a wake-up call for him. Like, yo, bro, listen, you could continually be the guy who, you're popping up at Live, but nobody, all these owners that you're pretty much dissing them every time you go on these rants. They don't want you back up in their stadiums. The Mercedes-Benz don't want you back up in their stadium no more, bro. Like, it's a wrap, okay? It's a wrap until you deal with that one issue. And you never know. Like, Kanye West is kind of like a habitual line stepper. And he's been stepping across many lines and been overstepping boundaries for a very long time, but it's the first time he's overstepping a boundary that seemingly is backed by a whole bunch of people that are just non-tolerant and won't just excuse him saying whatever, him acting whatever as, oh, okay, that's just Kanye being Kanye. They're putting their foot down. Nigga, you ain't coming up in here after you done said this, that, and third. Fuck that. And I do believe that this is part of, I don't think necessarily this is Kanye. I think this is people around him saying, yo, yay, you put us in a really shitty corner. And maybe you do feel some type of way about all this type of stuff, but do you really feel that passionately about it? Because we're at the point that we're going to have to die on this fucking molehill when you had a lot more to accomplish. And I think that's why we get an apology. Otherwise, why? And by the way, I think he might have had some input on the apology. Wasn't that, what language was that, by the way? What language was that he wrote in? Chat. Somebody said, you don't know what you're talking about? Brother, I'm telling you, Kanye West has, like, yo, I love Kanye. I think he's an amazing musician. I'm telling you that nothing good, like, Kanye West can't get nothing done right now. I'm telling you. It's a overall, y'all could believe me if y'all want to. This is niggas making him bow to his knees, my nigga. He can't get nothing going on. Half the samples he used to clear can't even get cleared. They're not fucking with them. The music industry ain't fucking with him. The venues he used to pay whatever money, they ain't fucking with him. Streaming companies that would normally offer to stream these concerts, they're not fucking with them. Kanye West is a one-man army with a shit ton of money. And he's now being, like, this was a failure. Like, yo, you gotta stop. I know some of y'all really think y'all are, he wouldn't be, like, why would he be apologizing? We have to start thinking about this. Why would he be apologizing if he's having his way? I'm telling you, everything he's doing, he's getting hard no's. No. Hey, let's do this. No. They're not fucking with him, period. So this is one of the, hey, listen, rethink your strategy, apologize real quick, fall back. And obviously we love Kanye, so we even hate the thought of, yo, he is like bending to one knee or he's bowing down or whatever the case is. But that is what's happening, bro. That is what is happening. If Kanye West, like, put it like this. From some of the stuff that internally I've heard, everything Kanye West tried to get going on for this concert, all failed. All failed. Companies either pulled out immediately, told him a blanket no, or before it could happen, they all said, I'm sorry, we cannot do business with you. That's what I'm hearing. My nigga, Kanye motherfucking West, the only time we've seen this nigga on a stage recently is in Club Live. You're not, a lot of y'all not understanding that at the end of the day, no matter how rich you are, first and foremost, you can be like, oh, okay, he's a billionaire. He could just go rent out some open space. Well, now you got to go get permits and shit like that. Now you got to go get all these, the infrastructure. Like, yeah, Kanye rich, but he ain't that goddamn rich. So, of course, he's going to want to use a venue. Like, just use an existing venue. Except, I'm telling you, venues are telling them no. No, we're good. Nah, we're good. And after you've heard no enough, this probably becomes a move. And by the way, I do believe that this is, I don't want to say advisor, but this is something that may have came up at the behest of other people that works with him. Because if this was solely Kanye, he'd be on camera saying this. But you know what happens when Kanye got a camera in his face? Even if he's trying to stay on code, he stays on code for a couple seconds, then he says what he really wants to say. It's like what happened with George Bush don't care about black people. Anytime you get that nigga a script, he says, fuck the script, mid-script. So this is why you just seen one message. And I would probably assume that Kanye isn't running his Instagram right now. Kanye isn't running his social media right now. And probably because since Vultures has been pushed back to January something, you're going to see his appearances limited till then. Somebody says, Ak is only saying this because I like Drake. No, I'm saying this because it's true. My nigga, if by the way, Kanye West is losing money on these things, right? He's planning, he's preparing, he's bringing all type of people in town, he's setting up accommodations, this and third, and venues, businesses, they're all telling him no or pulling out last second. Bro, I'm sorry, he's losing a lot of money, bro. I'm sorry. Not that he necessarily cares about the money currently, not that he's going broke, but why is it so hard or far-fetched to think that, oh, Kanye West isn't having his way, and maybe that's the reason why he's apologizing? All right, if y'all so smart with it, why do y'all think he's apologizing? You think he just changed his mind? You think he just changed his mind? So I said, why can't you appreciate what he's doing instead of looking at it that way? Well, so you want me to appreciate the apology? Well, I like Kanye. Again, we all like, it's one of those things where it's like, okay, I'll go back into this. It's like everybody loved the fact when niggas was kneeling and people were turning down the Super Bowl because it was all about black lives and this and third. Until it's cool that when someone else is doing it. It's different when it's happening to you. It's easy to tell somebody, yo, turn the millions down. You're good. Nigga, you wouldn't turn the millions down. Y'all niggas would go to work for $13 an hour. Y'all want somebody else to turn down millions of dollars because they're standing with you because it's going to make you feel good about their decision. It's easy when somebody else is doing it. What I'm trying to tell you is that Kanye West is taking all the fucking stones. He's taking the arrows. I'm not saying because he apologized like, oh, he's some failure. But like, bro, like it becomes to a point where, my nigga, you can't do much. And it might be one of those things where he's like, yo, listen, I already told y'all what I thought. I'm going to just apologize on paper. Let's keep this shit going. I got bigger fish to fry. Let me not talk about those people no more. I don't think his opinion changed. I just think he's realizing that going to war with certain entities will never be good. Somebody says Kanye moved all his money to Saudi banks. Okay, you can move his money to anywhere you want to move it to. The point is this. Kanye West will not be invited into to arenas and stadiums until those people who felt offended, and those people, a lot of times they might own some of these things till they feel okay. And it starts with an apology. And if it didn't start with an apology, Kanye West would still be telling niggas to fuck off and talking all that type of shit.
Niggas, Trav, Drake, whoever, y'all gotta show up. And don't tell me I'm talking crazy. Y'all niggas, I motherfucking Pharrell and me.
Clock it.
You get what I'm saying? And then
Clock
niggas be
it,
hanging
man.
around these niggas just for the money or some Mike Rubin shit. I slap the shit out of Mike Rubin. I see that nigga.
I still think he might slap Mike Rubin.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, fuck these niggas, bro. Fuck these niggas, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Jay said it.
I'm on my Farrakhan Don shit right now, bro. Because guess what? These Yeezys gonna sell.
Yeah.
They sabotaged the show today. They sabotaged the Instagram. They cut off the fucking Adidas contract. They did all the shit. Then they want to go get Light Skin Ye. You gotta understand. That's Jerry. His real name is Light Skin Ye, bro. Yeah, he told me that was his name. It was Light Skin Ye. They want the light skin version. They want a George Floyd. They want a Virgil. They don't let me speak at the funeral. I saw 2, 3, 4, 5 white people not let me speak at funeral. None of y'all niggas and Drake.
Because you black.
You know what I'm talking, baby. Drake, I love.
Okay. All right. Anyway, Kanye will be fine. You know, I think many people, even Elon Musk, try to put his hand around Kanye. Was like, yo, Kanye, just say you were joking, bro. Like, you know, Elon Musk literally tried to do the same, right? Like, bro, just say you're joking. Like, we're gonna get you back on the platform. Like, just chill out for a little bit. And Kanye West just went batshit crazy. Listen, even the biggest, you know, revolutionaries knew when to chill a little bit. You know what I mean? They can't be just all out war because then everything moves at your program. you're gonna fuck yourself up and kind of slow your progress. Ye's gonna get it together. I think the album's gonna be amazing. Times like this, Kanye knows an amazing album needs to be there. I think it's gonna be amazing, and I do think he's gonna refine or try to make his message more concerted and go forward like that, rather than still trying to fight this whole plight and go down this path, because it seems like he's definitely not just gonna win. Okay, and whether you support him in a fight or not, if you support him in a fight or not, y'all go crowdfund and go buy him a stadium that he could get in all the time. Okay, you go crowdfund and go buy all the things that now he doesn't have access to. The music industry are trying to even shut the guy out, and I know you think that that's not possible until you realize that all of this shit that we have, platforms, number one, these venues, number two, all of these things ain't really owned by any people that you see keep talking. We are figureheads, and that's part of Kanye's conversation. But again, shit, if you get eliminated off all those platforms, or you can't even do a successful album release party, what does it matter, right? We'll see. We love Kanye West, so. Recently,